And thank you, Coach. We are across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Minnesota Vikings and the New York Giants. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, there'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, Cousins again. Now the hit comes, and Cousins lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Third and long for Cousins. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Taken in at the 22. A great return there, bobbing and weaving his way for 31 yards. And the Giants will begin this drive in good shape, 1st and 10. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Eric Kendricks in on the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Flacco. And this one is incomplete. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open. And this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. Play action. Flacco. Going deep here for Bryant. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Try to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. The tackle by Janoris Jenkins. Cousins now on second down. Open here, Adam Thielen. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
On third down, Cousins. And he's got Kyle Rudolph. Cousins to his tight end Rudolph for a Viking first down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
A first down throw for Cousins. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. Play fake. Cousins. Flush to his right. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for third down. So 3rd and 5, defensively expecting pass. They've got 6 DBs out there. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Olivier Vernon in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Fielded at the 20. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. New York set to take the field. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Now Saquon Barkley. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards. Back to the 33. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
2nd down, Flacco now. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A very nice pickup with 33 yards.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage after it.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. What's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
All told, it's an even 30 and a first down. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Trying to punch it in, Stewart. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Setting up to throw, Flacco. And he finds Shepard. Touchdown, Giants. Sterling Shepard, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Giants are going to take a first-quarter lead. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
And now out comes Minnesota. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They go play action here on 1st down. And Rudolph has it left side. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards on the play.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 14 yards that time for number 14. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. 2nd quarter begins with the Vikings holding the football, and they've got it here with a 1st down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Cousins on 1st down. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Sacks, a growing theme in this 1st half. This is 2nd and long. A give. This is Cook. And he'll bring this one inside the 35. So that one will get him halfway to the 1st down marker. 7 yards makes it 3rd and 7 now.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves.
Looking for his tight end, Rudolph, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38, the 40, 20, 10, and he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Giants touchdown. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw, a free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
And this is no good. Missed the PAT, so they fail to connect, and this remains a 13-0 game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. On the return, here comes Amir Abdullah. And a good effort on the return there. Gets them across the 30 to the 33-yard line. And the Vikings now heading on to the field. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
And a nice gain of 21 yards. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. First down, here's Cousins. It's complete to Laquan Treadwell. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Laquan Treadwell, his second touchdown on the season. And the Vikings have made this now a one-score game. Point after here coming up. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and it's now 13-7. So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a one-score, 6-point game. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. And they had the touchdown during the last drive, and I'm guessing that you like the balance they had on that last drive.
And I loved it. Forget liking it. Absolutely love what they were doing, because to be ahead of a defense that much, where every play call you have, run or pass, is working pretty well for you.
Makes you look like a genius.
It really does. Also let you know that your preparation was pretty good, and now the defense has to do all the adjusting.
Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive, and also give him a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Barkley already showing the ability to transform this Giant running game as they come up here on first down. First and 10 here for Flacco. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. They look to throw on first and 10 with Flacco. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Evan Ingram was the intended target, and that'll bring up second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
On second down, here's Barkley. Room to run inside the 40. And all the way down to the 33-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
That's a lot of beef thundering downfield off of the toss play, and it takes me back to when I was a kid and watching USC play. Remember the old toss that they ran? They used to call student body right or student body left because everyone was out in front of the ball carrier. In fact, one of their favorite plays, it was called rose stem right or rose stem left, depending on the formation. 28 toss. And 28 toss was their bread and butter.
Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, particularly running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. They fake the handoff. Now Flacco to pass. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. 3rd down. Flacco needs a decent chunk of yardage. And this is going to be incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. Oh, he left this one out to the right. That's a bad miss. No good. And this score will stay right where it is. So they'll come away with nothing here. A disappointing result even on a day like this.
And as a kicker in the rain, you've got to slow things down a little bit. Give your holder an extra half second to make sure everything's secure. And here, he might have rushed this one a little, and it winds up no good.
They start the drive with Cook. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. On play action, Cousins. Wide open receiver complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Let's go.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And that one results in 35 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he's going to bring this one down to right about the 20-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Flex round!
On 2nd down, Webb being chased out left. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
Obviously, a big play was needed, and you can see his eyes light up as he realized there's absolutely no one in front of him. and he takes off and goes a long way. Not only does he pick up a first down, but a big gain to boot.
Let's go. 190. 190.
They'll run with Cook. And he's going to pull his way down to about the 1-yard line. Give him 9 yards on the carry there. A good run. And now 2nd and goal. And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. It's a quarterback sneak, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Joe Webb, his first touchdown on the year. And the Vikings have tied it. They can grab the lead with a PAT. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And the Giants ready to come out now. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Flacco here on 2nd down. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Operating out of the gun, Flacco. And Ingram holds it in. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. And 15 yards there on the catch and run. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not.
Now a hit, and Flacco drops the football. It's loose. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. The first down play, to be frank, nothing short of awful, and now they have to deal with 2nd and very long.
Rock it, rock it. Hey, Monday. Rewind.
Once more, it's Flacco going deep here for Bryant. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. That late in the clock, 2nd quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
The clock showing just 16 seconds till the half as they line up 1st and 10.
Ohio! Flex round!
On 1st down, it's Webb. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. A play fake, now Webb. And an alley to run. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. final shot before break. Webb. Now he's forced out right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And that is incomplete. So we hit halftime with our visitors, the Vikings, taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors.
Odell Beckham Jr. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Odell Beckham, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Giants are in for 6. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. Rosas now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. On 2nd down, Cook. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 9. Webb now from the gun. He may try and run for this. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Give him 9 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
I like this effort there. He got it done on his own. But let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs, because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rallying, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the first down. So a change of possession here on the punt. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. And now out come the Giants. And following that long touchdown pass, a 1-play drive last time, to see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On 1st down, Flacco. He's going to air one out. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, 3rd quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. After that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
2nd and 10. Flacco once more. He's going to let this one go deep. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A gain of 13 and also a first down. Here's a give to Barkley. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Well, that play was doomed right from the start.
He just about ran into every defender on that one, didn't he? It felt like everyone got a piece of that tackle.
On 2nd down, Flacco to throw. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. That one goes for 24 yards. And he's over 100 yards now after that last catch. Already, of course, leading the NFL in receiving yardage.
So he's done nothing at all to hurt his cause, to stay in that spot. But I've been so impressed with how he's gotten it done. Body control, route running. How about the way he competes for the football at the end of the play?
Now it's Flacco. And that is caught. He's got it for a giant touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Joe Flacco. And the Giants are able to grow their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this 3rd quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
Rosas now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
And complete. Right side, the tight end Rudolph. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs. Run some plays, run some clock. Allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
To throw on 2nd down, here's Webb. Buying time to his left. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game's slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quit in here.
Zero.
On 1st and 10, Webb finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And a nice little quick spin move before he's dropped. And a pretty good gain. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down. Webb to throw. And he can't get away from pressure, the Giants get there. The man they call Snacks, Damon Harrison, able to swap him from that defensive tackle spot for a loss of 5. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Flex round! Flex round!
From the gun on 3rd down. Webb. Flushed out right. That's caught by Treadwell. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down.
Help me out, partner. Did they use up all their juice on 2nd down when they got the sack? Because on 3rd down, 0 pressure all the time in the world, and he picks up the 1st down with that throw.
Now a 1st down throw. Webb steps away to his left. Now he's going to throw deep back up. Looking to get it to Ward. Intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. That had disaster written all over. You've got a right-handed quarterback, a rolling left, and throwing it pretty far downfield.
It's really difficult to do, to try and get your body twisted around into the proper position and get anything on the ball as you heave it downfield. And that's what it actually turns into, a heave. And that's not really a good throw, is it?
Not good, and we saw the result. And he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, and that was a safety that came through and made the play. But there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker. And we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed a big hit for a loss. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Rewind! Rewind! Check, Roger, 5-0!
2nd down, Flacco now. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. Give him 30 yards there. Well, there's your leading receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, putting on another clinic, well over 100 yards.
Are we taking notes? We should be, right? Because I'm going to go back and watch this tape and really enjoy what I'm seeing. The route running, competing for the football, just breaking down a defense.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Flacco looks to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Shepard. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Welcome back now here in East Rutherford. It's the Giants with the football and also the lead as we get set to start quarter number 4. Flacco. This is caught at the 20. Touchdown, Giants. Odell Beckham with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Giants add on to their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
And he's going to take this all the way down inside the 40.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Big yard yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Partner, it's often that man coverage is easier for a quarterback to run against. You get your receivers going downfield. Those guys are staying with them, and oftentimes they have their back to the quarterback, which opens up a lot of space and room, and they don't even know that he's taken off with it. What a big-time pickup on that play.
Now Webb, and that's going to be incomplete. Janoris Jenkins with good coverage that time as he was able to get in there and knock it away.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
They'll run for it with Cook. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
A field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on fourth. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Escaping the pressure right. And that'll be caught by Diggs for a Minnesota touchdown. Stephon Diggs, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings are able to cut into that deficit. And his kick is right through. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And it's knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for Odell Beckham that time. And now it's third down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
The Giants on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Rock it. Left. Ready. Rock it. Set. Wait.
From the gun, Flacco. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And got his man complete. And he is down deep into Minnesota territory. It's a big play for the Giants on third down. 61 yards. Line of scrimmage moves from their own 25 all the way to the red zone now for 1st and 10. The pitch goes to Barkley. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball.
And he takes it into the end zone for a giant TD. Saquon Barkley with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Giants are able to grow their lead. Now Flacco will lead them up as they're going to go for 2. To pass, Flacco. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th. Rosas now to kick this one away. Now Abdullah, the return. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And out now come the Vikings. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They go play action here on first down. He'll buy some time right. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Alec Ogletree. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield. It gets intercepted.
A toss out to Barkley. There he goes left side. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And thanks to the interception, the Giants' offense cashes in with 6. Rosas now to kick this one away. Now Abdullah, the return. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think
and that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 26. It's a big one there for the Vikings. 45 yards. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on first down. Eluding the pressure right. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Now we've got a Giant player here slow to get up after that last play. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And Thielen's got it. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings are able to close the gap just a bit. And now once again, they'll line up to go for 2. Here's Webb. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
And this is going to be covered up by the Giants. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all three still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using it.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by Mike Hughes.
Brandon, these cornerbacks had their hands full all afternoon long, but they finally get a measure of revenge as he gets himself in a nice spot. He's able to get two hands on the football and pick it off.
Ohio! Ohio! Let's go! None!
Off play action, it's Webb. Going deep for Diggs. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Webb. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Flex round! Flex round! Ohio! Ohio!
On first down, Webb. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Off the play fake. Webb. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Eli Apple. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They begin with a run by Barkley. So quick on the spin.
He's spinning, man.
And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley finishing strong with 3 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Giants add on to their lead. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that is leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
Rosas now to kick this one away. Now Abdullah, the return. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Vikings offense now heading out to take over. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. Off play action. Webb. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
The Vikings on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and 19. Webb. And he's going to go down again. Damon Harrison in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Flex round.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Flushed out right. Throwing right, and that's complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45.
Here we go. White 90. White 90. Hut.
Throwing on 1st down. Webb. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Kareem Martin in there with pressure yet again, and that's the 7th time they've dropped him here this afternoon. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Now Webb. Dancing to his left. The ball comes out, and this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. The ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big 30-yard play on 3rd. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Ohio.
On 1st and 10. Webb, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And who's got it? The Giants.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. Well, Charles, the forecast called for rain throughout the entire game, and we got rain throughout the entire game. But these two teams, they had fun getting dirty out there. They love the slop.
Did you trust the forecast ahead of time? Or are you one of those guys that's skeptical about it, or did you trust it?
But when I saw just a big blob of green on the radar, I said, okay, let's trust.
Yeah, and that's why I'm glad you took my advice. Got your notes laminated, because, you know, open air...
Look in the mirror, how could you face that? Mask on, don't even know where my face at. Plenty don't even know where waste at. All these in the room, how could you waste that? Huh? Why would you chase that? It's a never-ending run on this racetrack. No matter what, I'ma stay black. It's a never-ending run on this racetrack. Need more jewelry. What I tell myself as I'm writing my eulogy. Ask the mirror, how you put up with this foolery? It reply, how you put up with this song and dance, soulless buffoonery. Long romance, death, what it do to me. Yeah, making me dream was a nightmare. He was dancing with the devil for his life, yeah. We all on the dance floor. Girl, come with a dance. Puerto Rican in the breathing heavy. Little had my looking daddy. Couldn't tell him nothing cause we lost him already. Cozy boy with his spaghetti. With the money and fame, the price come heavy. The price come heavy. Like Shaq attack up on a backboard. Coming back up on a backboard. When she asked me if I love her, I just act bored. Say loser, ask for it.
Living movie, blockbuster, this ain't a rental. Choking moody, all these diamonds up in my dental. I get never minded if I offend you.
I need the silence, chaos is in my mental.
You need a PJ first class, not what you went to. You need to relay, chase money like you sane. How I give you the boat chain and plane.